out with some distress sounds and then go into coyote vocals. somewhere. There's some more right over here. stand. Played some distress sounds, and nothing. Called in an owl. It was sitting above me. Then I started howling, and a couple different groups answered me down here. They were way up on this other ridge, and I didn't know if they would come that far or not. So I just grabbed my stuff real quick and came down here and set up. And as soon as I howled, two up on this other hill answered me, and then one right up on this knob answered me too. And she was pretty close. It sounded like a female, it sounded like a young coyote, but... And I thought she was just gonna run in, but never did see her. It could have been one of the three, but these other two got quiet, so I figured they were coming. So I did a few howls, and then I went into a little bit of pup distress, and then I went into MFK Pound Town, and they just come blasting out of this creek here, coming up through here, and they were on a mission. I could not, this one would, I was trying to get on with the camera, and it ran all the way up here, past me at like 5 yards, and I just couldn't get to stop and get the camera on it. But the other one had stopped out there perfect at about 50, and was just staring at the decoy. So I got on it and shot it, and then I looked for this one, expecting it to be up on this hillside behind me. Never saw it. And then I look back out in front, and here comes another one running right up to where I shot that one. It was running, smelled it, and stopped. Right as I got it and started squeezing the trigger, it took off again. It ran right by the decoy, up on this little bank, and shot it like 40 yards. And then the third one, I'm guessing it was that same one, kind of went back through the creek, and then came running back out. And it got spooked and then ran back in. It never would come back out. But I think if I wasn't filming, I probably could have got a triple there. But that was still pretty cool. Got a double, self-film double. It's pretty sweet. But we only got a few minutes of daylight here. I'm gonna go pick these two coyotes up and have a look at them, and then head back towards the truck. Well, here they are. Got them both out. I was going to drag them all the way back to the truck to do an interview, but this big ass hill, I don't want to carry them up there. These are a couple males. There's one, I don't know if you can hear it in that camera or not, but there's the one that got away is up there, and he's mad. I think he went back up on that hill where they came from, and I think he could see me or something, but he's just been challenge barking up there for a while. But I knew he wasn't going to come back in, and it was too dark anyway to hunt, so I just grabbed those coyotes and drug them up here a ways where he can't see me anymore. But yeah, got two down. This is the first two coyotes with this new Fox Pro X24. Sounds pretty good. I had a Firestorm, and it sounded really good too. I still have it. I don't know if I'm going to sell it, or I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it doesn't get quite as loud as this. And the remote isn't as good as the X24. So much easier to work this remote. But I'll make my way back. Still got a long walk back to the truck. But yeah, I'll be back after that yappy one here this year yet. Hopefully maybe get to try him with the thermal. I don't know if I can hold off that long. Still got another 15 or 20 days before I can use the thermal, but
Yeah, they're pretty coyotes. Dark. And they came in, they were upset. They just come running, never stopped. From the end of that field until they got right there to the decoy. But I'm kind of glad I had the decoy, or else I don't think they would have stopped. I think they would have all ran over me and I'd end up having to shoot one as it ran away. But I'm gonna make my way back to the truck.